It moves throughout the day and trying to keep consistent with the quality of photograph. And that has been one of the bigger challenges. Up until this point, we haven't really been able to do that.
Owen takes hundreds of photos of the shaded column with an overhead light. This technique helps him to capture every detail of the carved stone surface. Erica then uses advanced 3D modeling to stitch Owen's photographs together. She then unrolls the curves into a single flat image. Now she can carefully analyze the stone surface, hunting for the remains of old inscriptions, scrubbed out and recarved with the name of Ramses.
There are times when we'll take a photo and it's only after 2 weeks, once we process it or play with the lighting, that we realize, oh, we actually captured something that looks like a recarved inscription. If you look closely, you can see traces of what used to be the outlines of some of the hieroglyphs that were part of that initial decoration.
Erica believes these faint scratches, hidden beneath the main inscription, are the scrubbed-out remains of another pharaoh's mark. Once Erica identifies the overwritten text, she checks it out in real life. She uses mirrors to manipulate the daylight to help the faint carved lines stand out.
So the two large ovals you can see contain the names of Ramses II, and behind them you can still see the outline traces of Seti I.
At key points in the hall, especially along the grandest and most visible central walkway, Ramses' name overwrites that of his own father, Pharaoh Seti I.
And you can still see the faint traces towards the left side of the Ramses II.
Ramses was desperate to replace his father's name with his own, but the old pharaoh had made his son's deception almost impossible to pull off. Ramses' father was an art connoisseur. His carvings were elaborate, with deep outlines and raised figures. So when Seti died and Ramses took the throne, the new pharaoh faced an uphill task to erase the memory of his predecessor. Ramses erected scaffolding around the pillars. He chopped the raised images off, but he still couldn't get rid of the deep outlines. In his haste, he scraped his name on top in simple sunk relief carvings. Finally, he used a thin layer of plaster to conceal the faint traces of his father, which the weathering of time has only now revealed.